The years may have marched on, but the Manic Street Preacher's passion remains the same. Their new single, Orwellian, is out today and a new album is on the way. So please welcome a man that's sound of mind, full of heart and ace of base. It's the one and only Nicky Wire!
All right, Nicky!
Hello, sir. Nice to speak to you again.
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. It's a nice sunny day here in Wales. Album's out, nerves are tingling. Good stuff.
You've got all the sunshine, pal. Well done.
Yeah, indeed.
How was the school run this morning?
Yeah, usual. Terrible driver. I'm an awful driver.
Are you really?
I only learnt when I was 50. I wish I never had.
Did you honestly? That's interesting, isn't it? Come on, just tell us about that briefly.
Just really painful. I mean, I've been petrified of driving. I used to book a lesson and then cancel it, not tell anyone, and just walk around where I lived for 2 hours to avoid having it.
That's so you.
But I learned on automatic only.
Do you know what? That was my next question. It actually wasn't going to be a question. I was going to say, I bet you only learned on automatic as well.
But I did pass first time, unlike James or Sean, so I do have that over them.
When did they learn?
They love cars. You know, they learned a long time. It's Sean especially. He's like you.
I've got to ask the question, you know, as always, why not? But why did you bother after not driving so long? What certainly took you to, I don't know, towards the driving muse, as it were?
Well, unfortunately, my parents grew up poorly as well, so they live up the valleys. Well, they did, sorry. So I thought, well, just to see them and the kids and stuff like that. And basically, my wife made me.
So that's the real answer.
It was like the Motherland episode
come on.
last night with Kevin, if you've seen it.
Yeah, it's a great excuse, isn't it? No, I haven't seen it, but Rachel has it. Rachel?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, it's great when he passes his test. Did you have gloves like Kevin did?
I was tempted. I was very tempted.
No, because it's the perfect excuse to get out of loads of domestic duties, isn't it? I can't go to the tip because I can't drive. I can't sit at the school because I can't drive. I'm a rock star, for heaven's sake. I don't need to drive.
I've been driven everywhere all my life.
Yeah, of course.
There's got to be some perk to this job.
Exactly. All right, Nicky, brand new Manics music. Tell us what you want us to know.
James wrote it on the piano. A lot of the album's been written on the piano. We really like listening to our old records from the 70s. There's a big ABBA influence. Lyrics influenced by the Jams Going Underground. That kind of onslaught of information and culture wars and just trying to navigate your way through it as you hit 50.
Okay, and other thoughts around 50 for you and the other members of the band? Have you had chats about it? Because talking helps if help is required.
Everything went. Everything was destroyed. Body, memory. I think when you're young, you know, you want to save the world, and you hit 50, you just want to save yourself from yourself.
Or save yourself from others.
Yeah,
because
especially when I'm driving.
Yeah, you start to become a right pain in the bum. Any distension going on that you need to tell us about?
Any what? Sorry,
distension. It's my wife's favourite subject. My distension.
Which is?
It's just look it up. Okay, it'll be if it hasn't. It obviously hasn't happened yet. Otherwise, you know what I'm referring to.
Okay.
But you've got that not to look forward to as well. Add that to the list, pal.
It's
really weird. I know. Vassos has just looked it up.
Oh God, no! Don't look forward to that. Don't look it up.
Nicky, when it happens, it's really weird. You go, hang on a minute, and it literally happens over. You know. Actually, here you go. It's the bookend of, you know, when your voice breaks when you're younger.
Yeah.
And you literally wake up one morning sounding a lot more Barry White than you ever thought you might. Because of certain physical biochemical things that happen. It's the opposite of that, pal. It's the same. It's to do with the same region. It's
true, you know, and literally the short-term memory, it just disappears overnight.
I know.
Just gonsters.
I know, you know, getting answers right on afternoon quiz shows, thing of the past, pal. Thing of the past.
I still do my brain training with that stuff. I'm still there with Countdown. Trying to do it.
So, 14th studio album. How many albums in total? Greatest hits and live albums included?
Yeah, I think a couple of greatest hits and a B-sides album. So, James has done a couple of solo albums. We're racking them up.
Yeah, you're knocking on the door of 20. And how's the vibe in the band, you know? Because it is a waypoint, isn't it? You know, your 50s, one's 50s, a band's 50s. 30th anniversary for you yet? Have we been there? Have we seen that? Has that come and gone?
We must have. I mean, it's pretty unhealthy to think I was in the same class with James at the age of 5.
Oh, no. So you probably enjoyed your 40th anniversary together.
So, yeah,
All right.
like 47 years together.
Moving swiftly on. I get it. Okay.
It's a lot of time. But that makes it good. We've got a certain telepathy now, and we do kind of communicate through the buzz of just getting it together in a song, turning out and getting those goosebumps.
Good for you.
Still, hearing your record on the radio to us just transports us to being 20 again, and it just gives us... Still gives up that little spine-tingling moment when we think we've communicated to people in a different way.
Out of your 14 albums, we had Brett Anderson on last week on Thursday talking about Suede's 1996 album Coming Up, which was part of this. Well, it was the subject of a brilliant Sky documentary last.
I watched that, the classic album.
Yeah,
thing.
what did you think?
It was very good.
It was, wasn't it? Did you learn anything from that? Either musically or just from a historical point of view.
It kind of took me back to an era where everything to me, at that point, everything to us felt incredibly natural and energized, and powerful. Mm-hmm. We all have our moments, don't we? Our imperial period, shall we say?
Yeah.
I'm watching that was one of theirs, and I mean, luckily for us, we've had a few lives. We've had an early one, a middle one, and a sort of late blooming, so I'm pretty grateful for that.
But I know what you mean about the energy, because when I first watched that documentary, I watched it a couple of times last week, and I definitely watch it again. And that whole series, that Sky Arts classic album series, is amazing, isn't it?
It is.
And it made me feel a bit sad at first, because I thought, oh no, then the energy was automatic. But then I reflected on it a bit, and I was okay with it all in the end. In fact, I was very happy with it in the end, because of course you remember the good times, but of course it was a bit of a bum fight at the same time. But it's funny, isn't it? Pain sort of digs deeper, but we are fonder of the happier memories, aren't we?
I mean, the sadness for me was realising a lot of the studios, the whole show, the actual studios where you make records, they've all gone.
Yeah.
I mean, we were going through all the ones the other day that we've loved and worked in. They just don't exist anymore. They're just flats. Everything's been turned into a flat. So there was the sadness of that. But that unbridled energy, that fearlessness, where, can get you into trouble, as you know, but it can also take you to the heights.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about it is it's not bravery, is it? Like you say, it's fearlessness. And that's the difference.
Stupidity and bravery.
Yeah, because it's not... But bravery is contemplated, isn't it? Bravery is something you need to make sure you have ahead of certain situations, whereas fearlessness isn't like that whatsoever. It is like your own automatic sort of... your lightsaber. It's just like...
No, it's true. You're on a tracking system heading, and sometimes you can't control that yourself when it's that... It's really instinctive at that point, I think.
Yeah.
Whereas then, you do start contemplating more.
All right.
Definitely.
Well, we have a brand new album to look forward to from the Manic Street Preachers in September. We have a brand new single to play now, and you've just announced 1 million live dates. We had some to talk about, but apparently, just sometime during the show, loads more have dropped.
It's news to me. No, I mean, we've booked everything. Fingers crossed, it's all going to happen. From Dundee to Brighton. And lots in between, Manchester and all the rest, Edinburgh, you name it, and some at Christmas as well, and fingers crossed it'll all happen. If there's any safety issues or it's not going to, then that's just the way it is. We obey the law. Yeah,
I think it will happen. So Cardiff, July 16th, Cardiff 17th, then we go on to Derbyshire, Norway, nice, Scotland, Alcester, Halifax, Jersey, into September, Newcastle, Edinburgh, Dundee, throughout October, Stoke-on-Trent, Manchester, York, Glasgow, Leeds, Portsmouth, Bournemouth, Cambridge, Bath, Brighton, London, then in 2022, Bristol, Coventry, Middlesbrough, Norway again, Stockholm and Sweden. ManicStreetPreachers.com is where you need to go. Nicky, have a great Friday. Thank you so much.
Thank you a lot, sir. Take care. Bye.
Cheers. And here is the brand new single from the Manic Street Preachers.